Hello. It's Sunday morning, and I am Andrew. And we are walking down, let me see here. We're walking in Vancouver. So I'm in, let's see, I was like Davie area. I just live over there, right there. So, I mean, I stay there. It's not where I live. So listen, guys. Right now I'm headed over to Robson Square. And so something came up. And it's a bit irritating. I just wanted to go over it a bit with you here. You know, so, I mean, this is really weird, but that mystery with my nice little mother, she was a monster, but that's Joan Murphy. And she, I mean, I've heard this before, just in, like, so she apparently, well, I gotta get the FBI report to be certain. But it looks like, I'm not her son. I was never her son. And I'm laughing. This is ridiculous. It only gets worse. Like, it's just impossible. Like, how could somebody legally do this? So, I mean, the way it's coming off to me so far, she killed my real mother and somehow got me. Now, I could, in the back of my eye, I could easily imagine my mother with an axe chopping up some woman and stealing her baby. I'm sure that's not how it happened. But either way, I mean, God, thank God I'm not actually related in any way to Liz Murphy or Matt Murphy. I can wipe my hands clean of that. It's like, one good thing from it. And it does explain why my mother treated me so badly. So, let me see here. There's a lot of people around. I was hoping to connect with my Russian friends today. So, it's funny now, this is a whole nother story, right? So in January, I was being terrified really bad. Like, I mean, these terror campaigns, see, the average person, you guys really couldn't imagine. Just imagine the worst thing possible. You're on an airplane and it crashes. And as it's going down, I mean, that's terrifying. And the thing explodes into a huge wreck, and your little daughter's with you. And now you can't find her. The whole thing's on fire. And you have that moment. I mean, there's, that kind of terror. That's the kind of feeling that they were inflicting upon me every 3 weeks. I mean, this is not even funny. Now, the poor Canadians, I thought naturally it was them, and I'll tell you why, because it was my people, right? My guys. And they weren't doing it because they wanted to hurt me or any problem they had with me. They were doing it for the purpose of what we're doing. And basically, it's like unless you know these things, unless you know what it's like to actually be tortured, then how can you know shit? I mean, that's really very it's a disappointing thing to say, but experience is your teacher. So anyway, past that, so I was being terrified, and I was blaming these guys, the Canadians. And see, the Canadians we're being instructed to provide various ground support. So, they're right there in my face. They're the people I see. They don't really know what's going on. They really have no idea. And they're horrified, just as, and it gets even worse. But so anyway, right now, here's my problem. Okay. So just in the last couple days, it appears to me, I get this very strong feeling that the Americans are the ones who are going to try and, settle things up and just, close things up. And it's like, I'm in Canada for a reason. And I've got a feeling that they want me, well, actually, I'm almost certain. There's this particular office, but, they want me to go down there to the consulate. We'll just go inside the consulate, we'll have some coffee and settle up. I'm not setting a fucking foot inside the American consulate. Okay? So guess what? That ain't gonna happen. Once you're in there, then come back the old fuck faces. And where there's, first of all, they're very snooty. And they're nasty to me. They treat me like shit my whole life. They abused every drop of power they ever had. And I most certainly, hold on a second. Oh, there's a cute little thing here. Just a little plastic thing. But still, a little star. I'll take it. So, I risked, there's some more stuff on the ground, a little junk. I guess somebody's thing broke. Little stars. Anyway, a couple months ago, I came across information which I believe I objected to, and I believed was being unfair to Canada and creating an unnecessary danger to them. And they're really nice people, actually. It's a really nice country. And I thought that was unfair. And that was my country doing that. And, they say, well, it was just kind of a test to see what you would do. Well, I'm not sure if that's true or not. I actually, if I tell you I don't believe that, then my guys look a little rough and a little tougher. So on the diplomatic side, I don't know. So let's go with the idea that they're telling you like it is. So, but either way, you know what? I stepped up. I made a complete, proper analysis. I submitted it to the Canadian government as a man who was attempting to protect them. Okay? I risked a lot to do that. I crossed my people, but still, they're the most powerful people on the planet. And they don't mess around. And I risked everything. In theory, my life. But but I didn't even think about it. And in the end, what's the result? Okay, you can say what you want. It was a test. It was all this, that, and the other. It was training. But I got fucking interrogated for 4 days straight in the worst situation you could imagine. And then I got tortured. Okay? That's what I did for Canada. That's what I endured for Canada. And how are they going to pay me back? by having permitting the Americans to control this final deal? What bullshit is that? That's bullshit. That's cowardice. This is your country. I'm your friend. I am your proven friend, your loyal friend, who would die for you. Okay? And you will not allow the Americans to control this final stage. I'm not gonna talk to them. I don't want to speak to the Americans. Right now, when I was in January, when I was in danger and I was afraid, did I go banging on the American door? No. They'd bring me inside and torture me or something. Motherfuckers. Where did I go? Well, I went to a competitor nation of the US, which has power, and they might be able to help me. They might be interested in helping me. As I went there, and the more I thought about it, they're probably not interested, but I gave them a letter and I said, here's my situation. I don't want to be forced to sign any documents or contracts, but it looks like they're trying to force me to do that. Can you help me? And that's actually a really nice appeal. And that would make everyone feel sad to read. And probably no government in the world would do anything. But it just so happens, that I'm with the AMA. Right now, I'm the lead representative on the planet. So thank you very much. And that's all here. So this is, for them, this is not a political opportunity, it's a political necessity. And that doesn't mean I want to go live in Russia. It's very cold there. And furthermore, I traveled a lot, and everywhere you go when you're traveling abroad, you're always a foreigner. The people will be nice to you, but they're speaking their own language and stuff, and you're never really. It's difficult to really get integrated, so it's hard to be comfortable. So, yeah, I didn't really think about that. My idea wasn't to flee to some hidey hole in Moscow somewhere. But at the same time, right now, they really want to talk to me. And I think that as a legitimate nation in the world, they do have that right, and they should be permitted to do so. I'm not plotting with the Russians. I would like to help do something better. What if we talked and worked out a peace deal? Did you think about that? Yeah. You know who doesn't think about that? Are the Americans. The American government is all about control. And right now, they see this thing coming through. I'm a guy they tried to kill year after year. And they abused me so much and she shit on me my whole life. And it was always well, it doesn't matter because he's going to die anyway. And guess what? Wow, here we are at the end. And I'm alive. And it's not funny for the Americans. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't be willing to speak to them also, but not in their embassy or in their area, not under their control, not at all. And especially if I go to the Russian consulate website looking for it, and instead of just giving you a Google search results, it gives you a Google Maps result for the U.S. consulate. Saying, don't even look there, go here. And you know what? You're hijacking my Google. You're hijacking my private business. You're hijacking the AMA's business. And you're hijacking the world's business. And it's none of your business. And you have no right to do that. And this is, you might say, well, it's just petty. And this to me, it's a little bit petty. And it's kind of exciting even to Right now, I haven't done this in years. I'm looking for spies on the street. It's been years, and I feel this pumped up, like, feeling. But that's really not the way it should be. And I probably won't be able to connect with Russians. And they've been trying. And I've encountered one Russian and one American guy who sort of explained it to me. And indeed, I mean, it's just ridiculous the efforts they've gone to prevent me from speaking to these people. Their consulate has been delisted from Google. And they might have closed it, who knows? It wouldn't go past, it wouldn't surprise me. But if the Canadian government closed the consulate of another country because I wanted to go there, and they did it because the Americans told them to, then you know what? I think that's not a real government, and that if whoever is responsible for that should be imprisoned, because that violates international law. Okay, and that's bullshit. Now, here today, I'll be free tomorrow, and only those people who are familiar with anything will know. But guess what? On November 14th, it's quite likely that there will be a major an announcement, a global announcement from my guys, from my people, explaining who they are and what they're doing here. And here, by the way, is Andrew Murphy. He's our representative. And guess what? Whoever you are in Canada who's permitting this nonsense, you will go to prison on that day, I guarantee you. You know, these people think they have power. Yeah, they get the power to do anything they want, but we're watching, and we see you, and I am the witness to your crimes. I would like to speak to the Russians, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is just a simple diplomatic thing. Right.